guys, it's Marissa, long time no freaking see. Yeah, today I have a really fun story time for you guys. You guys loved my last story time, so let me know if you want me to keep doing story times, because like I said in that video, I have so many crazy stories that I could share with you guys. But today we're gonna focus on another story. We're back at it with the wine. Do I have a wine glass? No. Is it a socially acceptable time to be drinking right now? No, but I think I need a glass of wine for this video. Also, this is from Trader Joe's as well. If you see my last any drinking video, I always get my wine at Trader Joe's. This stuff is amazing. It's cranberry flavored. This story is so crazy. So this happened quite a while ago. Also, a little trigger warning for anybody that has been like drugged or sexually assaulted. This might just not be the video for you. Also guys, my name is Marissa. I do 2 new videos every week. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you are not subscribed already so you don't miss all the fun. The subscribe button's right down below, and make sure you guys click the bell next to it so you can be notified when I upload. Also, I'm gonna have my Instagram right here. I'm on Instagram the most, so make sure you guys follow me on Instagram so we can stay connected, and I'll have all my other social media links down below for you guys to follow those too. Anyway, let's just get right into the story. So I'm just gonna set the scene for you. It was my 21st birthday and I went to Vegas with, well, actually I went to Vegas with my whole family. My dad took me and my friend and then like some of his friends and like my aunt, and just like a huge group of people came for my 21st birthday. Me and my friend had a room like to ourselves, and then they all stayed at actually a different hotel. Since it was my birthday, my dad got us this room that was like the coolest room ever, which is just so weird talking about like my Vegas 21st birthday because now I live in Vegas. But anyway, at the time I obviously did not live in Vegas. So we had like this room, and it was like a pool cabana room where like you literally had the hotel room and then it opened up and you got a private cabana at the pool all day, because obviously it's attached to your room and you can like sit out there before the pool's open, whatever. Anyway, coolest room ever. A lot of my family would like come over during the day and like drink, because obviously if you've ever been to like the pool in Vegas, it's really expensive to get drinks there, so having that room was amazing. We could just make our own drinks and then go right out to the pool. Came in on a Friday and it was like so windy, whatever. We ended up not doing anything that day because we got in pretty late, and the time difference between like Ohio and Vegas is like 3 hours, so we were like extra tired, whatever. The next day I remember we wake up, we went to the pool, and we just kind of like walked around just to kind of check it out, you know? And then they were giving out free shots. This is all gonna have to do with the story, so that's why I'm really going into detail about the amount of alcohol we drank. But anyway, we had like one little shot because they were handing it. It was literally probably half of a shot because, girl, I do not take shots. I don't care if it was my birthday or not. Whatever. So we took like a little like half shot because it was free, and then left the pool. We ended up going to Caesars for probably like 3 hours. You know, we had like breakfast. I think we had like Starbucks breakfast, walked around Caesars, whatever. At this time, it's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3-ish. Make a drink, and then we were gonna go out to the pool area. So we just like literally had just made a little like, I think we literally had like Starbucks refreshers and put some vodka in it and called it a drink. We just get to the pool area, we're like walking around, we find like some chairs that we can sit in that are like more right by the pool. And we're sitting there, and this guy comes up to us and he's like, hey, like, you girls are so pretty. Do you want to come hang out with me and my friends? And me and my friend are like looking at each other like, girl, I don't know who he thinks he is. I don't know about this. And he's like, we have a bunch of alcohol. Like, you can have some for free. Like, you know, like, come drink with us. So I was like, girl, screw it, let's go get a drink and we can leave them. So we go over there, and they're like, oh, like, introduces us to this guy, and he's like, do you know who this is? And we're like, no. And then they're like, this is so-and-so. I'm not gonna say their name, because I think legally I could get in trouble for that. I don't know why, but yeah. And we're like, I don't know who that is. And they're like, oh, well, we just like, he just performed at the pool, so, you know, everything's on the house. And we're like, oh, okay. One of the cocktail waitresses comes by, and she's like, oh, like, what can I get you girls to drink? So we're like, shoo, okay. She's like, everything's free, like, what do you want? So we're like, oh, like, just a margarita. They bring out like a little tumbler cup full margarita, which is amazing, but it's probably like this big. It's like, if you've ever been to Vegas, the pools there, they have like their own like hard tumbler cups normally if you get like a larger size. So we got one of those each with a margarita in it, because we both got the same thing. And then I remember telling them that it was my birthday, so they like gave me a shot of Patron. When I tell you, that's all that we drank. That's it, okay? And this is where my memory goes just a little fuzzy on the whole topic. They're like talking about who he is, and I'm like, I have no clue who you are, but go off, sir, okay? And then I remember there was some other guy there, and they're like, I honestly couldn't even tell you his name if I knew it, because they're like, do you know who this is? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, this is the biggest Latin singer like right now. I'm like, cool. I had no idea who he was either. So we're drinking, we're having a good time. I remember playing like beer pong or something with them, like something on a table. I don't think it was tennis. I think it was like a little beer pong setup. And obviously they had like their own little cabana. So we're like hanging out with them. When I tell you this is where things just go into a whole blur, I don't really know. I have a few pictures. I have like no pictures. I don't even know where my phone was the whole time. I remember my friend had sent me some pictures of us and we were like dancing with them, but like I don't remember anything. All I remember is waking up and we had tickets to go to Dre's and like see Big Sean that night. So I remember waking up in like a panic in the hotel room, and it's just me and her, like I had no top on, and then I had my jeans on, so like not my swimsuit, and she woke up nothing. So like I remember waking up in a panic of like what the fuck happened, and then on top of that being like, oh my god, we need to go get to like this concert, it's like midnight, so we're like, oh my god, we need to get ready, we need to go. Without even thinking, we just get up, get ready, and we go, because we're like, well shit, what do we do? And then we're like talking about it and we're like, what the fuck happened? Like I was like, girl, do you remember anything? And she's like, no, I don't remember anything. And this is the only, like, I have like a half a second of memory, and I don't even know if this is true information or if I made this up in my head, but like I remember us dancing at the pool, and then I don't remember anything. And I remember not being with my friend and being in some random stairwell, and then being like, oh, we're gonna go to our room. I remember them being like, we're gonna go get ready and then we're gonna go to dinner, like come with us, because they were going to Dre's that night too. So we're like, oh yeah, but like we already have tickets. And then I remember very faintly being in some stairwell to go to their room, but my friend wasn't there. So I remember freaking out and being like, I need to go back to my friend. And then they took me back. But that's like, I don't even remember them taking me back. I don't even know if that's true information. Like, I have no idea. So yeah, we woke up in like a panic and we're like, oh my god, we need to go to Big Sean. Like, we have these tickets. So I just remember like, I'm still feeling like super drunk, but getting ready super quick. And like going to Dre's to see Big Sean or whatever. I remember in line, my friend literally felt so sick, like was ready to pass out. So we like got out of line, we ended up getting food and water and then going back. I felt okay, but she was like ready to pass out. And then we went, and then that was really it. We like we were kind of, well, okay, that's not it. So we were kind of like, what the hell, like what's going on, what happened? But we were also in such a like hurry mode of we can't miss this concert, like we need to get there. We ended up being there just in time, which does not matter. Like thinking about it now, I'm like, that's the stupidest thing, we should have slept. But we get back, and then I remember seeing their literal bag full of all the DJ equipment, laptops, like everything in this like big Gucci bag on our patio, like where I said the pool cabana was, because we could go out there at night even when the pool was closed, and it was just sitting there. I literally think I still have a video of it in my Snapchat memories, and it was everything. And I remember talking to her and being like, bro, what the happened? Like, what do you think they did? Like, at the time we thought that we didn't have any of their phone numbers. Turns out, like I said, we don't remember neither of us remember anything. Turns out his phone number was in both of our phones. But yeah, like I remember being like, oh my god, we have all their DJ stuff, they're gonna have to come back and get it, and like we're not gonna tell them what happened, like we're not gonna give it to them and tell them that we have it until they tell us exactly what happened, because what the hell. But yeah, so I remember finding, we get back it's like 5 in the morning, because we had just gotten back from like Dre's and Big Sean and all that. So we like just got back to the hotel and I find all this stuff. So we're like, that's the plan. We're not telling them anything. And then when they come here looking for it, we're going to tell them no until they tell us exactly what happened, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we end up hiding it. I was like, I'm going to take this stuff home. I'm going to sell it. Like, so I remember putting it in the room and like hiding it because then my dad was coming over with like everybody to drink again in the day the next day. Because like I said, that was kind of like what we did because it was just much cheaper for everybody. So they're all over there. Literally my entire family that had came and like my dad's friend that had came, we're all chilling in the room talking and the doors closed to like the pool cabana. And like a group of these 5 guys, mind you, the rapper guy, like the most famous one or whatever, was not with them, which I think now to this day is even more sketchy. But they come and they just start opening the door from the pool, like entered the pool and then entered my cabana thing and then start opening the door. I about shit my pants of embarrassment because my dad is standing right there and I like, well, how do you even explain any of that? Like I was like, I remember literally running out and like slamming the door and luckily my dad's girlfriend like got everyone out. Literally I just remember being like full of embarrassment. Like I was just like, oh my god. And so whatever. So then all my family had left obviously because they're probably like, what the hell is going on? And they're like, do you have the DJ equipment? And at this time my whole family left, so we're like, what happened yesterday? Like you need to tell us step by step everything that happened. And they just had all said like, you know, like nothing happened, like you guys were just really drunk and so you didn't make it to dinner. And like me and my friend were just kind of like, I don't know. I think at the time like we were scared, but at the same time they told us nothing happened, so we were just like, okay, nothing happened. We got really drunk. And then we honestly like would joke about it but never really seriously talked about it again, and we just kind of moved on with our lives. And like I said, when like one of his songs would play, like I would send it to her as like a joke. But like, so I remember calling one of my friends that night and telling him like who I had met and was like, do you know who this is? And he's like, oh yeah, like I totally know. And like my dad's, like they all knew who, my dad and his friends like knew who he was. So he was like he's not like I said, I'm not gonna give away who it is because it's just not important. But he's not like an A-list celebrity. He's like, oh, he was very popular a while ago. So we just kind of moved on with our lives and never spoke of it again because we were just like, what the hell was that? And just like moved forward. And yeah, then I honestly like pretty recently we were talking about it and like I had just spent so much time thinking and I was like, did nothing happen? Because I'm pretty positive like we had to have been drugged. Like for surely had to have been drugged, because how could we each have had a margarita and we had our little Starbucks drink, so that's what, 2 mixed drinks and 1 shot. She didn't even take a shot. I took a shot. And not either of us remember anything and wake up like half naked. For my own mental sanity, I'm gonna just assume I was really drunk because that's what I've assumed for the last like 3 years. But anyway, moral of the story is if you do get a pool cabana room, don't tell anyone. Don't show them that that's your room. Don't leave your pool cabana room. Just stay in your little private cabana that nobody can get into without your key. Because anyway, just don't even get a pool cabana room ever. That's my tip of advice. Yeah, stay safe out here, kids. Cover your drinks. I am now a crazy person, and when I go out, I'm like this will be my drink and this is my hand over top of it. I really don't know. Like, I don't even know when they would have done that because it was in like a tumbler cup. I really don't know. But anyway, it was the craziest thing. I thought it was so cool at the time because of like, I'm hanging out with this rapper. Now that I live out here, there's famous people out here all the time. Nobody's that cool. It really doesn't matter. And these celebrities think they can get away with anything. Like, I'm assuming this man thought he could get away with anything because he performed at the pool that we were at. I mean, I guess he got away with all of it. But yeah, like I said, I think it's just a real sketch that he didn't even come for himself personally to get the bag. Like, that right there is just like, why are you, like, we never saw him again. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, great fun story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed this story time. If you guys want more story times, I promise they're not all this horrible. But it was like one of the most crazy experiences I've ever had. A kind of negative experience. Well, yeah, it was negative. That is a negative experience. But yeah, if you guys want more story times, just let me know. I would love to do them for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up and a comment and a like and subscribe to me. And I will see you guys next Monday or Thursday. Peace out.